I'm counting the days till his funeral, not his first birthday. And I don't want to do that. No, but no mom wants to do that.
A mother's fight for her son's medicine is not in vain, and she thinks she wouldn't have been successful without the help of Wish TV. This isn't just any medicine. It costs more than $2 million, but it can mean a lifetime of difference.
Eye-opening stuff. News 8's Dan Klein joins us now live outside Riley Hospital for Children. And Dan, this mom can count on one hand how many times she's been able to hold her baby.
Just about 5 times in Anthony's life of nearly 4 months. He's now on the 7th floor here at Riley in the pediatric ICU, but when he was just a few days old, a doctor told his parents it would be fine to let him die, but Louise Johnson would have none of that.
It's our first family photo.
Louise Johnson, her 4 boys, and fiance Derek Schmitz.
That is my whole world in one picture. And I just want to bring Anthony home so we can have more pictures.
And now she'll get that chance, which didn't seem as likely when this photo was taken just 2 weeks ago on December 20th. But Anthony Schmitz is a fighter. He was born at Riley on September 4th because he needed his aortic valve replaced. The day of the heart surgery, when he was just 5 days old, Louise and Derek found out Anthony had SMA1, spinal muscular atrophy.
We were scared. We didn't know what SMA was. I cried all day. That's all I could do was just cry.
There's never a good time for such devastating news, but it happened in the waiting room after they just found out the great news that Anthony wouldn't need 2 more heart surgeries. The neurologist told her
it was okay to just let him pass now peacefully. I knew that wasn't an option, that if there was a treatment, we were going to find it.
There are actually 2 treatments. One, which requires patients get spinal fluid replaced every 4 months, a painful process costing $750,000 a year, and Zolgensma, genetic therapy, which works to replace the missing genetic material in motor neuron cells, keeping them alive. Just 1 dose is needed, but it costs $2.1 million.
It's a child's life. It's not a price. It's not a number. It's a baby.
And baby Anthony,
he's one of the worst cases.
Very, very weak. Cannot breathe on his own, making these photos of mother and son a rarity and a treasure.
Amazing. He is the happiest, but he's the sweatiest little boy ever.
Derek, a manager at a fast food restaurant in Evansville, isn't offered insurance, and neither was Louise. She stopped working when she became pregnant with Anthony. So Anthony is on Indiana Medicaid. Louise thought Zolgensma would be approved, no problem, but got a letter of denial in late November because Anthony is on a ventilator.
That's all he needs, and he can live forever. So we really need that medication. It's priceless. I just want him to live.
She appealed on December 5th. We talked on December 27th, 2 days after Christmas. Still nothing.
If Indiana Medicaid was listening right now, what would you tell them?
Please save my baby. Save all the SMA kids. They all need it.
We contacted the agency overseeing the state's Medicaid program that night, Indiana Family and Social Services. And with the holidays, we're told we'd get a response Thursday. But on Tuesday, New Year's Eve, everything changed. Doctors got word Zolgensma had been approved.
I was ecstatic. I can't believe it.
Louise never gave up the fight, but admits in her heart had come to terms with the likeliest outcome.
Had you given up hope?
Yeah. Yeah.
Her message to other parents in a similar fight who feel like they're counting the days till a funeral, not a birthday.
Don't give up. Call him every day, bug him, keep appealing.
As for Anthony, no one is sure what effects the drug will have. Everyone responds differently, especially with the delay of several months. But now there's more hope for more family photos, and not just in a hospital room. For Anthony to walk, to swing, to play with his brothers, even just to breathe on his own.
I think when News Channel 8 called him last week and told him that they were going to do a story, and I think that reversed it.
So there's the 7th floor where Anthony is sleeping tonight. Now, Louise tells me the blood work that was needed in preparation for the treatment was done yesterday. She hopes the Zolgensma will be infused and given to him sometime later next week. Now, with her permission, Family and Social Services could confirm to me that Anthony's appeal was granted, but they refused to say, FSSA refused to answer my questions about why that requirement for a ventilator was lifted in this case, and if patients like Anthony in the future will have to abide by that requirement as well. But Brooke, one of the special parts to this story is that Louise and her family live in Evansville, so she's been staying down the street at the Ronald McDonald House about 28 nights a month for the last 4 months. But one of the cool things, she used to volunteer at the Ronald McDonald House in Evansville, but she says it wasn't until recently when she realized what a big deal and how important this is for families in need. Reporting live at Riley, Dan Klein, Wish TV News 8.
Oh, Dan, what a story, what an outcome. Thank you so much for covering it. Yeah. By the way, for viewers, we want you to know SMA is the #1 genetic cause of death in infants. Affects about 1 in every 11,000 births. Anthony was approved by Medicaid and already given the other drug treatment option, but as Dan mentioned in his piece, it would have required coming back for treatment every 4 months for life, with a price tag of $125,000 a dose. So if you would like to learn more on how you can help the family, you can visit our website at wishtv.com.